Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome to Majora's Mask, the vanilla game, not a randomizer, because honestly after playing the randomizer, the vanilla game is way more fun, thanks to the scheduling aspect. So we're going down the rabbit hole once again. Now, we're just basically going to see how casually, not abusing glitches, how fast we can beat these cycles, and how few cycles we can do. The only glitch I'm going to be using is the Goron damage boost with a bomb. We're not doing bombchu hovers, we're not doing any kind of warp nonsense. We're just going to try to beat this in hopefully like 3 cycles. But I don't know if it is possible, but we're going to see. Link, he comes to town, skips the Deku frickin' bullshit, cause it's the first day, 72 hours remain, and we're in South. Clock down, don't forget to play that song. Alright, Song of Inverted Time. Singing version aside, I have skipped the Deku cycle. I played through it. First time putting on the mask, apparently. Of course it is. So let's go get the fairy for the Great Fairy. And I'm also like 4 rupees away from the adult's wallet. I did that during the Deku cycle. And luckily there's 5 rupees in the crate over here. But first we must get the frickin' fairy and bring it back to North Clock Town for a mask reward. Alright, enough singing, you suck. So let's go deposit the rupees before I forget. What else did I do? Oh, I memorized, I think, I actually kind of forget, the code for the bomber's hideout, so we don't have to play hide and seek with the kids, although that's kind of fun. It's part of the charm of Clock Town that they brought back in Wind Waker with the bees, Ivan and his troop that he leads. Alright, there's the adult's wallet. I don't think that really matters for much. It's really the giant's wallet, but that'll be next cycle. This is cycle 1, this is the beast cycle. With glitches, getting to Iconic Canyon, you could do like almost everything in this cycle. Dude, overkill much? All you gotta do is stab it, Link. It's not Link's fault, you jack frickin' knob, you're the one controlling him. Hey Jim, what's up? Poppin' that balloon? You need a bigger gun. Alright, let's get the Great Fairy mask, and then it's straight to Woodfall. Unfortunately, we have to do the game pretty much standard. Or no, actually, hold on, before I forget, don't forget. The bomber's hideout. It's either 13542 or 13452, I can't remember. But that's the faster way of getting the notebook. If you can gain access to the hideout, then Jim's like, how'd you get in there? Here's a book, and you say thanks. You can put stamps in it. It's great fun. Doodle around in the free time. Look at that lens flare. I love the N64. It's one of my favorites. What's wrong with me right now? Alright, kid. You need to know the password. Alright, what is it? 13542? Of course I would get it wrong. Of course. It's the other one. 13452. That's it. That little kid, man. I feel like he's not treated as fairly as a bomber. He just guards the hideout, and he seems so shy. Alright, Jim, give me my notebook. One time I lost my notebook in algebra. No, it was calculus. No, it was trigonometry. I don't know, it was some math horse. And, my friend, like, all during class, he used to draw dicks. I'm not even kidding, like, this is not... It's not, what's that movie? Superbad, right? It's in that, but, no, yeah, he used to draw dicks, and I lost my notebook one time, and I had to go. It was just me and the teacher, and he's like, there he is, as soon as I walked in. And, like, he knew it was my notebook, because he had to look through the pages to see whose it was. So inevitably, he saw, like, pictures of dicks everywhere. I don't know, man, it was just one of those things. He didn't say anything about it, but you know he was thinking it, like, I don't know. It's strange. Let's get this money and stop talking about nonsense. To Woodfall, let's do it. Probably cut all that nonsense out, because cutscenes and travel time, that makes no sense. Ain't got no time for nonsense. So basically our objective right now for Cycle 1, the immediate right now, is get to the bow before 1 p.m. It should be like exactly 1 p.m. by the time I get to the bow room, the way I typically play this game. Because I don't have bombs or bombchus. Because as I said, I'm not doing that. Mostly because it's annoying. Red potion. I'll probably... We know this crap too. There's a witch in the forest, you get the red potion, you give it to her, whatever. We've seen it 8,000 times. Alright, so now we have a bottle. That's the most important thing here. We gotta get a second red potion, but not yet. Not until we achieve the hot spring water nonsense. So, to Deku Palace. Let's do it. Oh yeah! What a weird noise. The moon. That thing is terrifying. Although it's actually not so bad. We're disembarking, let's go. No nonsense, keep moving. It's a little bit frantic, but that's what I like about this game. This is how I am at work too. Give me a couple energy drinks and get out of my way because it's time to move. That's what I like about this game. But it also makes me very quick to anger because the slightest mistake and I could take a dump. This crap is pissing me off. How the heck did I get caught? Don't have the patience for nonsense. You suck ass. Crouch in this weird shell you have. Alright, get out of the way. The clock is ticking. Move it. Freaking slow drivers.
Dear, what side is the gas pedal on? I always forget. I'm so silly.
No, you're a piece of crap. Get out of the car. Move it. That's how I am. Frantic mode all the time. Nobody get in my way. Trying to get to the magic bean and such. Alright, I need to calm down. It's just a game. Don't get mad. Get glad. They're a fantastic trash bag. Alright, water. Let's do it. Nope, not hop, skip, and a jump away. Scoop. Alright, you can talk to him as a Deku, right? He's not like, get out of my way, you wooden piece of crap. Beans. Alright, let's do it. No more screw-ups. It was such a minor screw-up, too. Actually, no, if it was like a legitimate speedrun, that would probably be a run killer right there. Although, I would imagine in this particular case, you could probably make it up in the Goron Races, because I imagine every speedrunner in the world gives themselves a little bit of time when it gets to the Goron Race section, because that's... I don't know, there's a high percentage you're gonna not do it on the first try. Even if you play flawlessly. Because they programmed that like crap. I tried to sing that along to the song like an idiot, I don't know. Fumbling around. Alright, so we're going to the bow. This is the thing too, this is where bombchu hovers would... I don't know, anytime you watch a speedrun, when they get to Deku Palace, it's just like a flipping mess. Like a literal flipping mess. Explosions and flipping, and Link is in midair, and you can't even see him half the time. Are you serious? Do not stab anybody. It's just a frickin' game. Alright, let's move it. No patience, man. I can't believe I fell. I got caught unintentionally, and I fell. Might as well just hang up the sickle now, as they say. Go jump off a building. You know what's messed up? You could actually find videos of people jumping off a building and committing suicide on YouTube. I don't know how they don't get reported, but I watched one, and yeah, the sound it makes when a body hits the pavement from a great height, it's pretty ridiculous, man. It's the sounds of bones breaking instantly. But it's enough to scare you out of it if you're thinking that kind of depressing way. Anyway, change of tone. Let's get off of that topic. Kind of messed up, though. And when you read the comments on those videos, too, of course, because it's the internet. I don't know, it's just ridiculous. Anyway. Pipes! I do understand. Okay, C-stick. I didn't change despite recommendation of X, Y, and Z. Rubbo! Alright, move it. No time. I also am still using F4 for fast forward, even though people recommended joystick key to map, like, the Y button on my GameCube controller to F4 on my keyboard. So I don't have to keep hitting that every time I want to fast forward something. And I looked at it, but the download pages looked very sketchy, so I kind of steered away from it. Even though I know, with people recommending it left and right, that it's not sketchy. I don't know. I just figured it wasn't that big of a deal to really worry about. And the reason I don't use X, Y, and Z for the C buttons like Wind Waker's setup is because my brain still sees this game's HUD, as they say. That is what it's called, heads-up display. It sounds weird to say that, too. Anyway, I just still think C buttons, and C buttons become a C stick when you're talking about the GameCube controller, so I don't know. And the Z button on the GameCube controller is ridiculous, too. I always just left the Wind Waker on that in the Wind Waker game. Hoot, 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 hoot. Ah, hold on, slow it down. That's where joystick key would have come in handy. I wouldn't have fumbled like that. And that's terrible too, man. That's 3 huge mistakes. Got caught unintentionally, fell like a moron, and then left fast forward on for too long. So anytime I would have saved from avoiding hide and seek with the kids, I just probably lost it. So with that known, I know as soon as I get to the bow room in Woodfall, it's gonna be 1 p.m. or later. And the reason I'm waiting for 1 p.m. is that's when we gotta hightail it to Anju, get the key, speak to her before the Goron comes, speak to her before the postman comes. Actually, I might have that wrong. It might not matter about the postman, but it definitely matters for the Goron. We know from my randomizer that as soon as he enters the door, you can't even speak to Anju. It won't let you. Because I guess she's in some kind of weird phase where she's about to speak to the Goron. And we want that room key just for convenience. And we also need to get Kaffee's mask. We could do that right now, actually. 10 a.m. is the... But Woodfall is more important. The bow is everything in this game. It's... Obviously, every dungeon has a form of arrow. And then we're gonna abandon Woodfall. So basically complete as much as possible with the hopes of leaving just pretty much the final room and maybe like a few stray fairies. And then we're changing objectives after getting Anju's crap and the Kaffee mask. Coffee Cafe. How do you say his name? I really should look it up. I know it says it probably in like Hyrule Historia or whatever it's called. I never got that book, despite Zelda being like my favorite video game series. Whatever. Fast forward, nobody cares. Fairy, Deku, flower. Don't fall, don't screw up, don't be an idiot. I have such a lack of patience for myself. I should have opened that as Link with the mask on. Oh well, it's like seconds of time. This isn't even a speedrun. What is my problem? So yeah, we gotta buy bombs immediately after doing the Anju stuff. Use the bow to get up to Snowhead. And then do all the baby Goron horse crap. Get the Lens of Truth, get the Goron mask. Set up for the lullaby. Actually, get the lullaby. Do everything. Get Don Gero's mask, or Don Gero, however you say that. Then, we need to buy a second red potion, because at that point we're done with our empty bottle. And then we're gonna Goron bomb jump to Ikana Canyon. Don't miss it. Thank you. Yeah, jump over the fences to Ikana, get Shiro the Carpenter, get the stone mask. By that point, it's nighttime, and it'll be nighttime on the first day. Probably at the end of the Goron Lullaby stuff, or mid-Goron Lullaby acquisition. Alright, Deku. Hop, skip, and a jump away! No, that was unnecessary. You didn't need to climb it. So yeah, we got the Song of Storms in preparation for the bottom of the well, which unfortunately I have to do because there's no way this... Every little thing I'm screwing up! Alright. Let that be the final piece of sloppy playing. Wait until Great Bay, dude. I love that temple, man. And it's so much fun. That stupid levitate code, by the way. I'm not doing that. I know I defended the crap out of it in that randomizer video, because somebody called me out on it, and yeah, it is kind of annoying if you're just, like, levitating every 2 seconds. And what I'm getting at is there's some stuff in this game that's, like, a lot of fun to do fluidly vanilla without any kind of cheating. The Great Bay Temple is a great example. If you don't do any kind of levitating or bombchu flipping around, it's a lot of fun to play that temple. One of the reasons why it's my favorite temple out of all the N64 dungeons. I don't know, Spirit Temple's up there too, though. But according to my ranked video I made, Great Bay is number 1, Spirit Temple's number 2. Alright, look at the time, man. We gotta move it. The worst room of this dungeon is coming up. Right beyond that door. The lift down to the hangar in the rendezvous point is beyond that wall. Watch out for these guards. It's messed up that I memorized perfect dark quotes. That and Star Fox, I quote probably once a day, definitely once a week. Just because something happens in life, or a sentence I hear, or a sentence I legitimately say because of a real life situation that fits into a part of a quote from those games. And then the quote just instantly gets into my brain. Bugs, do not be a douche. When I was little, I never used to kill these guys. But to be safe, we're gonna bubble them. I said get over here. Dude. I know as soon as I decide to give up on this, they're gonna come whack me with their stupid electric tail. Like that! Oh, look at the clock, dude! I feel like the rabbit in Alice in Wonderland right now. Please tell me I can reach this thing. Don't smack me. Get out of here. I hate this room. This room is complete horse crap. You're dead. I'm out of here. I don't know how I used to do that as a kid, by just dodging those guys, no problem. I never used to fuss with him. Of course, he would stop at the top of the stairs to do his little tiptoe dance. Stupid. Alright. Deku Link is too light. There we go, that's the most important thing. Now there's truly no need to do any kind of bomb flipping nonsense. But let's get the bow quickly. It's exactly 1 a.m., 1 p.m. technically, I guess. Stick. Let's not botch this fight up, please. One jump slash with a stick kills him. But he's very good at dodging the jump slash. Dude. What? Remember that thing about don't botch this up? Just get him, get him. Thank you. Fast forward. No time. You got a bow. Thank you. That's the most important thing. Now, Woodfall. You know what? Let's get the boss key so we don't have to come to this side of the dungeon anymore. Quickly. Must move faster. 1:15. The postman comes at exactly 2. Hit the switch first, I think. Speed up, cutscene, unnecessary, plays too long, go. forget what time the Goron comes. But it's the Postman that's in my mind right now. Postman, driving down the post. No, that's Roadman by Smash Mouth. Haven't heard that song since like 95 when that came out, or 97. 98. It was 98. Everything happened in 98. Team Cheerios, Ocarina of Time. We've been over this in some other video. Let's go. All right. Didn't buy bombs. That sucks. We have to actually use the Deku Mask. It probably saves just a couple of seconds total. I really wish there was a faster way to take this guy out, like something that damaged him more than an arrow. Although then of course that defeats the whole purpose of it being a mini-boss. I'm just impatient when it comes to replaying this game, which is so weird. This is like my favorite Zelda game of all time. I hate when it does that. The Z button like registers and then it reverts back to the former view. Makes no sense. Might be an emulator only thing. I don't know. Alright, quickly. I think I might be pushing this a little bit too much. But I want to hit the switch to get that chest so I don't have to worry about it later. And you know what? Might as well purify the water too. Thanks, Z-Target, for not working. Z-Target, you're a piece of crap. Seriously? I hate everything. Okay. No patience. Fairy in the bubble, Deku, hit the switch, get the heck out of here before it's too late. Alright, we need the ocarina. Get out of here. Forgot we have to play it twice. That's so stupid. But it makes sense, I guess. In certain situations, it would be extremely convenient. Clock town, Andrew, I'm coming for you. Too bad I don't have the bunny hood. Let's get the key first. She's busy with the postman. I don't think that messes it up. I can still get the key, I think. But first, since she's doing that and I don't want to wait for my life to be over, I'm gonna smack my head into the door. And hopefully somebody will answer on the other side. Let's go speak to Madame Aroma. What kind of aroma does she have, I wonder? She strikes me as one of those characters that would have those, like, old perfume bottles, you know, that you squeeze the little rubber thingy, and, like, this giant shower mist of some grandma smell comes out. You ever notice that, how all old grandmas have, like, that same smell? I don't know, it's weird. Old people smell. Combined with soap. Dude! So many paw-chops, tapping A at the wrong moment, reading signs and other crap. Get out of my freaking way. Please tell me I can still get the key. Welcome to the Stockpot Inn. I do have a reservation. I'm a Goron, can't you tell? The knife chamber sounds pleasant. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Alright, recognize this face? Alright, bombs, Snowhead, bow, Deku for speed. Yeah, we're good. Alright, so Woodfall is suspended for now. Don't even think about it. The red potion still exists, but not yet. We need the bottle for hot spring water. And I feel like there's something else too before the hot spring water. Dude! Seriously, with the A button! I don't remember how to use the notebook. Please remind me, thank you. Stupid ass nonsense. Give me the frickin' bombs. Okay, at least I didn't accidentally exit the shop. I normally do that because I'm tapping A and B a million miles an hour. What? Sure. I went out the wrong way, too. Of course I would. Well, at least we get to do a snipe shot with the bow. I know I mentioned this in one of my other Majora videos. Well, there's really only one now. I deleted that long play that happened before the randomizer. Yeah, I don't know what it is about this game. I claim it's my favorite Zelda of all time. Yet when it comes to replaying it, I'm extremely frantic and impatient. Anyway, we're gonna be cutting a lot of this.
Please, I can't wait to hear that baby cry.
At least good news is, since this is not the randomized ROM that somehow screws up all of the plugins for this emulator, the Lens of Truth will actually work. I don't have to change plugins mid-gameplay or levitate or anything. I also downloaded Glide N64 like somebody recommended. And it does work pretty nice, but I was having some issues with the audio. It seemed to like make some weird clipping noise every so often. Let's grab this and move it to the Goron mask. Alright, right, left, right. I know this, but I had to double check anyway. Might not be levitating, but definitely still fast forwarding. Wouldn't it be funny if people could fast forward their actions in real life? Just like walking down the street and all of a sudden you just see somebody going nuts.
It would make me chuckle a little.
Hi, I'm gonna play a song for you without even talking to you once. Oh, the music!
Tears of Sparkles.
Diddle-diddle, you got a mask, thank you! Let's pull your grave and see what kind of hotness waits below. Kind of weird, actually. Well, I guess it makes sense. It's a mountain. Look at those teeth! Oh! Alright. Looking at my notes here, what do I gotta do? We're still mid-lullaby nonsense. So this is why we couldn't get the red potion earlier, because we gotta do this nonsense. And the guy outside is gonna be like, oh my gosh, you're Darmani!
Darmani. Darmani?
It's Darmani, shut up. Hey, you're back from the dead, I know, who cares? Oh, my favorite part of the game, the dad and the baby. Boom. Dude. Wake up. This is no time to be frozen. You gotta teach me a song that you can't remember. Oh. Oh my gosh. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, whatever. Just bang the little drum and I'll go play for your stupid baby. Alright, light the things, get the beef. What is that instrument that makes the Goron noise? The whoppo, whoppo. That was a terrible impression. Don't ever speak again. Hey, at least it wasn't the last one this time. Alright, Snowhead is finally done. Although I think there is another... Oh yeah, there's still the powder keg thing. We're not done walking back and forth yet. Perfect example of why replaying this game is somehow troublesome, even though it's still my favorite Zelda game. I don't know, I don't understand it. But I got a mask that I'm not going to use unless I really wanted to 100% this game. But this is like a 95%. 5% being the quivers, the heart pieces, and the other irrelevant mini games. And I feel like there was something else. I don't know. It's not part of my concern right now. Oh, Tingle's maps. That's what it is, yeah. That's so stupid. Why is that a requirement for 100%? I don't know. I guess the world has a different opinion about stuff than I do. I mean, it makes sense. 100%. It's part of the game. You gotta do it. But I love the no-nonsense approach of things. If it seems like irrelevant, what is the word? Extraneous. Or shit, you just don't do it. Like, why would I buy a map from Tingle? Tell me why. I know. Give me a Stupid menuing, dude. It's the bane of my existence. Alright. Bombs. Let's do it. To Ikana Canyon. Shiro. Play the Sonata. Use the Goron mask to beat the crap out of Iguste Ikana. No, wait, that's not the guy. That's... Kita is the guy I'm talking about. He's who we're punching with a flaming fist. And then, since we don't need the hookshot, contrary to my younger self's beliefs, because apparently I'm blind and can't see that you can just climb up a ledge, we don't need the hookshot to get the... Oh, I gotta stop there, too, the Astral Observatory. We need something for the toilet paper hand. So we gotta get the Moon's Tear and the Clocktown Deed. We gotta do all of this before Anju's meeting. Not hard at all, really. And this would also be a great time if I was doing anything beyond that. Because you can Goron bomb jump up the seam in front of the graveyard and then proceed to do bombchu hovers to get to Ikana Canyon early. Although I don't have the hookshot. I would need to do that first, which is easily done. This right here is the problem, though. Getting to the top of Ikana Canyon. It's the one thing that messes up a casual playthrough of this game. Casual being still allowed to do the Goron bomb jump because it's not even a glitch, it's just a damage boost. It's easy, anybody could do it. Whereas bombchu hovers, getting the timing down for that and understanding Link's physics while he's in air and like the frame perfect timing for some things that would be the difference between him staying at that elevation that you got him to and sinking like an anvil down to ground level. I feel like that's a huge difference compared to just doing a simple damage boost with the Goron mask. Get out of my way. Alright, we gotta be careful with the Iron Knuckle in the grave, too, because I only have 3 hearts. So I'm pretty sure that's one hit death, and I don't have a fairy. So we're probably gonna do the ranged approach, which means I'm probably actually gonna pick up the bombchus. However, it's highly important we don't botch this up right now. actually have my sword, but why use it when the fist is stronger? I'm coming for you. Turn and face me, punk. Oh, thanks. You did exactly what I asked. Asked. That's a weird word. Too fast for you. Man, if Majora's Mask Link was in... Like, that should be young Link in Smash Bros. I would probably main that character. There's so much potential. Like, that... I don't know why it didn't occur to me until just now. Like, people are pushing for the Skull Kid. And maybe by the time this goes up, I don't know, it might have been secretly announced or something. But I kind of also think Skull Kid's not happening. But I don't know, man. We've seen weirder crap happen. Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm about to salute you, whatever. I don't know, I just kind of have this weird feeling that there's going to be no more Zelda representation in the new Smash Brothers. Although Skull Kid or Majora Link would be awesome. Like, Fierce Deity would be the final Smash, and the special moves would be probably something of the other forms. Or I don't know, though, they could all... The forms could also all play as their own character, which would be awesome too, but again, that's kind of pushing the roster. But then again, is it really different than Bowser Jr.? Well, yeah, I guess it is, because all of those play the same. It's not a different character. All right, let's get these bombchus. Just so I have 5 extra bombs to use on the Iron Knuckle. I want to keep my distance from him. Because we've seen how I've screwed up all the other little things so far, so... Speaking of that too, I can't tell you how many times I've pressed record on both another randomizer and this vanilla game. Like, this is probably my 12th attempt of trying to record another Majora video. I don't know. It's just stuff like how I got caught in the Deku Palace. Like, the level of anger that just sent to me, like, made me instantly turn the game off and, like, go punch a wall. I didn't actually punch a wall. I think I punched my bed, though. Because, you know, nothing says taking out frustration like punching a pillow. So tough. No, I don't know. But yeah, sometimes I just get extremely pissed off about the smallest little mistake. And other times I played for like 3 hours, and then I screwed up something that we have yet to even see. And it's enough to send me... I don't know. And that's such a terrible feeling too when you realize you've wasted like 4 hours. That's why I could never be a legitimate speedrunner of this game. Beyond other skills needed. I don't know, I could never sit with that knowing I spent like 6 hours playing a game for nothing. I mean, really playing a game at all, it's all for nothing. Anyway, we're not gonna go on that rant again. Somebody actually told me, who cares? Like, if playing a game isn't productive, but it's enough to just like relieve your stress for the moment, then that's good enough. You don't need to question it any further than that. The only reason it's a problem is if it's destroying your life. And I would argue that a lot of times playing these games over and over again is destroying my life. Like recently I've made some poor choices. Alright. Yeah, I don't know, this is just interfering with my actual job. Recently. So I don't know, actually this might be my last video, or last series for a while. I don't know though. It's all about breaking free of an addiction. And when you're talking about addiction, there's always gonna be a next time. Another mistake, another slip up. I don't know, it's just getting priorities in line, that's all it is. I used to be so much better at it as a kid, too. I think it's because there's always that underlying hope that you're working towards something in the future. And when you get older, and every day is just the same, going to the same job, and there's never telling, despite the work that you put in, the effort that you put in, it still might not pay off as a promotion or anything like that. And So basically, remove the whole hope thing. So every day you have no hope. You're just repeating the same thing. Very similar to Link here, going back in time, repeating the same 3 days. That could easily drive you to insanity. Next thing you know, you're in a coma and in a mental home. Alright, Song of Storms. That's done. We're ready for the bottom of the well. As soon as we get Garo's mask, which we can't do until next cycle at this point. And Hookshot we can grab at any moment that it seems most convenient. Which is not yet! What are we mid doing here? We just did that, Captain Hat and Storms. So now, Anju's meeting, of course. How soon we forget! Actually, you know what? Since we're here doing this, let's go speak to Goro, or however you say his name. Goro. Sometimes my tongue does things that my brain does not want it to. That makes no sense, and could also be misinterpreted. Sing a song about a mask nobody gives a shit about, except the cuckoo guy with the awesome mohawk. Alright. The leader was a good instructor. I'm sure that he was. Play me a melody. Snowhead to the fire arrows. Not to beat the temple yet. We are gonna do that this cycle though. Snowhead, we're gonna not even turn back, man. We're clean sweeping this thing. This cycle. And never coming back. Oh, of course. I love the way you bump into mountains. It makes me so happy. I swear if I botch this up, I might just go outside and scream at the top of my lungs. And my neighbors would say, what the heck's his problem? And I'd be like, it's Majora's Mask! And they'd be like, oh, I understand, I've been there. No, they probably would be like, get a life, weirdo. They wouldn't say weirdo, they'd say something more offensive and it would hurt my feelings. No. I'm just going insane again. Par for the course, really. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do. Alright, Snowhead, with your sensitive stick, can we roll all the way up? Alright, let's hit the owl statue first, then play the stupid melody that we had to go back and forth for 8,000 times. What? Oh my god! That's ridiculous. A little bit insane much? Grind the snow, let's do it! Don't fall. So far so good. That's the easy part though. I find this much easier to do on my actual N64 than an emulator, and I think it is just the control options. I think I have this, the sensitivity up. Yeah, I'm going noob. Get out of my way, Snowball. Ain't got no time. Dude! I appreciate the look of Goron Link's face, but I don't appreciate your nonsense. Yeah, me versus snowballs. I could do this all day, pal. Whoever's dropping these snowballs, it's the mountain. There's a foul voice in the air. It's Saruman! Alright, enough with the Lord of the Rings. Snowhead, my least favorite temple. I don't know, Woodfall's kind of crumb too, but Woodfall's so quick, man. Get out of the way. I know you want to be like me, but you can't. You're just a little white, snowy fluff ball thing. Alright, I didn't want to do that. Don't you dare. I knew it! I could sense it! I had the itch. I could feel the horseshit tingling up. It's that feeling that crawls up your spine. Like there's something stupid about to happen and then it happens before you can even get the words out. Dumb. This temple's a little bit ridiculous without levitating, lots of unnecessary nonsense. But at the same time it is also slightly fun. It's not like it's so terrible I can't stand it, it's just impatience, that's all it is. Which, speaking of that, let's talk about something, shall we? I say on a daily basis I would love to go back in time at least 20 years. No, at least 15 years. 20 years ideally, 15 would still be okay. Yet, here's an example of... It would essentially be doing what I've already done before. And playing Majora's Mask is a great example of this is the kind of impatience I have when I've seen something 800 times. Yet I'm still enjoying it despite my frantic frustration. But my point is, if such a thing were possible in real life, to relive days that you wish you could get back or otherwise do differently, would it be as much of a headache as seeing the same old again for like the 50th time? I keep changing that number, 880, 50th. Which one is it? I mean, it's whatever you want it to be. The point is, it's bullshit. Oh. 2, 3, and 4. Number 1 or number 2. And number 2 or number 3. I don't have the Zora mask or the hook shot. That's a problem, but we're not here for the long haul. We're here for the fire arrows to deposit the razor sword. Oh. There's an interview with Gary Busey on Letterman after his motorcycle accident, and he makes a really weird noise that sounds like the noise Goron Link makes when he throws a punch. He says yeah, but he's like, yeah! It's like really messed up. And maybe it's not appropriate to laugh at such stuff because, but I don't know, Gary Busey's crazy too. I don't know, he's a character that's interesting to me. Because surely there's some brain damage thing there. But at the same time, I kind of wonder how much he's just milking the crazy guy. That was way too early. But like, he knows Hollywood thinks he's crazy, so why not play it up in order to get certain parts or just be that figure in Hollywood? It keeps him in the news, it keeps him on those like celebrity shows where he gets in a fight with Meatloaf. I don't know, man, why do I even care about this crap? I don't. I just, every now and then I look up Gary Busey videos because the guy actually says some intelligent stuff. It's just mixed in with a string of other craziness. I do like his Amazon Fire TV commercial, though, and the outtakes for that thing. He's a funny guy. Although he's also kind of crazy. I don't know. I don't even know who he is as a person, I just know how he is on screen. He had some cool roles in movies, too. Under Siege, Steven Seagal. I remember in college, my senior year roommates, we used to watch all kinds of Steven Seagal movies. Just randomly. It was The Office, Steven Seagal, and playing NHL 10 on the 360. That was our routine, in between classes and stuff. If there was nothing else going on. But number one priority was acquire lots of beer and go places for parties. Now, see, what am I doing? I don't have the hook shot. I actually have to solve this thing legitimately, and that puts my panties in a bunch. Now see, look at this. I'm surprised I hit that on the first try, but you couldn't see it and I couldn't either. For some reason this plugin, this emulator, doesn't show the fairies in a bubble that should be visible with the lens of truth. I don't get it. But if I had played this on my actual N64, it would be a grainy mess, both in what you're seeing right now, and it would be like double as bad for me. There's no time, man. I gotta move it. But the fire arrows are right there. I don't remember how to do this. Actually, I think, yes, I do. But there's still no time. Yeah, I'm so close to the fire arrows. That means I gotta climb Snowhead an unnecessary third time. Ah, well, what can you do? Besides not suck. Bong, bong, bang, bong, bong, bang. Yeah, man, I don't know what I was talking about before, how bringing up Angie's meeting. It was way too early. Just in time. Not in time, dial *69. Remember that? When that was a brand new thing? Alright, deposit the letter. Refer to my notes real quick. What else is next? Yeah, I actually wrote down on a notepad my plan for all 3 cycles. And unfortunately, I realized towards the end of the 3rd cycle that there's an unnecessary 4th cycle that I have to do just for cleanup stuff for 100% completion of the Bomber's Notebook. Which, by the way, I don't think I've even mentioned that yet. The whole point of this is not 100%, but 95%. I did mention this. I'm 100%ing the Bomber's Notebook, getting all of the masks, all of the great fairies, all of the stray fairies. The only thing I'm not doing is getting Tingle's maps and the heart pieces and other irrelevant nonsense like bomb bags and quivers and the mini games associated with such items. Alright, let's go get some toilet paper. Also, I'm not doing this, the trading sequence of the Clock Town deed. Luckily I got that. I wasn't sure for a second. Alright, how about we take a deep breath and enjoy some good music. Get away from the franticness. I'm not even gonna fast forward it. It's moods like that are why I love this game and replay it as often as I do. That, the milk bar, the final hours, song, and ambiance. No need to waste a bomb when we could just warp to the statue. What am I thinking? You're not thinking, and that's the problem. Moon's Tear, give me toilet paper, please. Imagine if you had to go to this kind of trouble for toilet paper in real life. Let us not forget that once mankind had to. The things we take for granted. We have such nice toilet paper. Do you ever think about that the next time you wipe your butt? How soft and wonderful it is. You know, theoretically, I could do most of the trading deed, but I don't want to waste that time. It's just a couple heart pieces. You don't need hearts in this game. To a degree, maybe. There are some scary situations where your health actually matters. We are doing something. There's the dancers. We already did Guru Guru. So Camaro. I actually have this written down on my list as something to do after completing the first 2 temples. But to be fair, when I made the list, I didn't practice the game. I just was kind of thinking in my head. So some of these things, I don't know how long they take in relation to how slow the clock moves when inverted. But we gotta do this anyway, so might as well do it now. And, hold on! Opportune moment that just came to light. Do the dance for the girls with our faceless Link, and then get the Goron, or the Zora mask. Don't get the hook shot, we don't need that yet. We're not wasting time, we're not wasting a bottle, when we have to go back there later anyway. Look at this. Look at it faster. The Rosa sisters. I like the one in the blue. They're twins. Why is the one in the blue better? Because I like blue better than red. Shut up. What did I say? I said Zora mask. Probably just cut out all of my cow's stuff. Is that really how you say his name, my cow? Like, it would be so much better if it was like Maiku or something, or I don't know. I guess it is my cow. It just sounds so stupid. Alright, so yeah, don't get the hookshot, just get the Zora mask. That'll be plenty of leverage for Snowhead. We should hit the owl statue, though, while we're here. I'm kind of wondering, I remember one time replaying this game, I was mid-Great Bay Temple when the moon was like about to fall, and I was challenging myself to see if I could complete it with all of the stray fairies before the moon crashed, and I failed. Because I had a sloppy guy orc fight. But I wonder if we're gonna run into that, maybe. Alright, back with this nonsense after falling 800 times outside. We wanna go this way. Yeah, this is kind of an unnecessary trip. I should have made it this far. I should have kept going, man. I was one room away. So already I could see... Hold on. Can I make this jump with Zora Link? Is this another area of this temple? Yes, it is! Oh, this mask is beautiful. This whole dungeon is meant to be done with the hookshot, I think. Well, it's not, but it's beautifully set up to be. So you could tell at some point during the development of this game, they assumed this was going to be a hookshot dungeon or something. And then they just never changed certain things. Alright, this is what I should have gotten to, or gone to, whatever, however you properly word that sentence. So that's one thing that can be improved in the future if I decide to replay this. This is the thing. My thing is I'm trying to figure out the most optimal way to beat this game in as few cycles as possible without using bombchu hovers. Because you can't find that anywhere. You can look up a speedrun, but they're gonna be hopping and warping all over the place, and it's just a frantic mess. But for the casual player who pretty much only Goron damage boosts, Ikana Canyon is the biggest problem. It's just getting up that mountain and to the owl statue. The owl statue's easy. It's just getting up to that mountain where the stupid ghost lady sits. There it is, fire arrows. So, do we continue? We have time. It's not about to be daytime yet. So we could do a little bit more of this and then deposit the sword. Because that's pretty much the next biggest goal. Finish Snowhead, finish Woodfall. In between all of that stuff, deposit the sword, beat the Goron race, get the gold dust. Anju Caffey, meet Caffey himself, get the pendant, deliver the pendant, although that's unnecessary, but... And then I have written down here the stuff I just did, like Guru and the dancers. So really, it's just get the Gilded Sword with the Song of Double Time. Grab the priority mail, get the bunny hood at the ranch. And pray to God it lets us get into the milk bar at 6 p.m. and speak to Madame Aroma for an empty bottle. Well, it's Chateau Romani. We can actually cash that in for rupees. That's what I'm hoping for. I think they changed that on the 3DS where you absolutely, no matter what, need the Romani's mask. But if I'm not mistaken in this game, as long as you do it between the hours of 6 and 9 p.m., you can get in there without the mask and deliver the priority mail to Madame Aroma for a bottle, which is the biggest thing. What that avoids is having to do the beaver race and screw around with Dompe's grave. So that's a huge thing right there. But if that fails, of course, you could always do the alternate thing with the priority mail and get the postman hat. But then the problem that runs into is later on in cycle 2, when, or cycle 3, I guess, when we have to redo the Anju Cafe stuff. I've had it happen before where I gave the postman the priority mail. He delivered it, and where he was supposed to stand and wait for you to talk to him to get the postman's hat, he stood in there for a split second, like a millisecond, and then he instantly bolted outside, so I couldn't even get the hat from him. And I think it's because it was so close to the moon falling, but at the same time, like, Kathy didn't even show up yet. He was still in transit from Ikana Canyon to Andrew's room. So I guess the game just glitched, or I really waited too long, and I missed out on the postman's hat, even though I did everything correctly. I just delivered that letter to him too long, I guess. Or too late. So that's in the back of my mind right now, is like, what if that happens again? Like, I spend 4 hours playing this game, get to that, pretty much the final notebook thing that's going to be remaining at that point, and it doesn't work. Man, I'd be pissed. Although then it's just a matter of redoing Anju Cafe, which I'm probably gonna have to do anyway. Which, that's the problem with all of this. I'm staring at my note thing right now. Get out of my way. I know from playing the 3DS and being able to easily, don't die, easily glitch my way to Ikana Canyon. This is the thing, we're in mid-first cycle right now. That was a lot of words. We are in the middle of the very first cycle of the game, if you count the Deku cycle as cycle 0, which we skipped. It's not even part of this whole video thing I'm doing. What should be doable is all of Woodfall, Snowhead, and Ikana. And maybe the eggs. Actually, you could theoretically do all 4 dungeons in the first cycle, I think, if you move fast enough. And I guess that's what it is. That's why I keep replaying this game, is I'm trying to find that middle ground between speedrunner and casual playthrough, where you don't abuse bombchu hovers, but can still somehow get as much possible done in the first 2 cycles. But the problem is the way this game, it's another example of Nintendo's insane ability to make a game linear progression or whatever. There's so many things, like there's the fact that the priority mail requires you to do the Anju Cafe side quest twice in order to complete the Postman and Madame Aroma's notebook. That's an issue in itself, that's already 2 cycles. However, you also need the All Knights mask and saving the bomb shop lady, which has to be its own cycle, so that's 3 cycles minimum already. And you have to count or factor in that once you get the All Knights mask from saving the bomb shop lady, you also need to be able to beat both spider houses, particularly the ocean one for the Giant's Wallet, before the first day is over. So that all has to be done on the same cycle you save the bomb shop lady. It's getting a little bit too close, man. I was starting to get lost in my explanation, and I didn't want to get too much further into it before forgetting to deposit the sword, because that's another quote-unquote run killer, even though this is not a run of any kind. Do. Love this frickin' song. Beep boop 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 boop. Pung 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 pung. The Razor Sword should be the game's strongest sword because it looks so much cooler than the Gilded Sword. Most people agree, I think. What am I doing? I am goofing around. Let's do the powder keg. Yeah, I'll probably just cut this out like I've done in the past. Because we get it. You get the keg, you bring it all the way to the racetrack, blow it up, and then you say, hey, I did it. This guy looks like a Numa with the goatee. I kind of wonder if that was intentional. Doesn't it look like him? It's him in Goron form, I swear. I'm gonna say that that was intentional. Oh, you're amazing! Alright, too bad I'm not gonna use that freebie. You know what? We're so close to getting the razor sword. I'm just gonna stock up on stuff since I'm low. And I also have to go to the bathroom. Alright. Let's get our sword. I like that shot. There's something about a nice hearth. A chimney. There it is. What a beautiful sword. I love that thing, man. Alright, back to Snowhead. Gotta get to the elevator. Almost forgot that this is what we have to do. Coming off of that levitating playthrough I did. It's been a while since I've thought about this dungeon in terms of how you're actually supposed to utilize its props. Yeah, eat my arrow, who cares? Look at the razor sword, even the icon looks cool. So yeah, we've pretty much already beaten this cycle. Well, no we didn't. We didn't even finish the dungeon yet. What am I talking about? But that's what we're doing. We're in dungeon rush mode, except we're limited to just these two thanks to the ranch. That's the thing, Garrow's masked. Which, this is another thing, going back to my huge cycle thing. Okay, so we've established that it's a minimum 3 cycles, thanks to the way the game is set up, Nintendo's brilliance in keeping something linear progression or whatever. Oh, this room is deadly, man. Stop it, stop it. Stop it. Okay. Now, this is another example of a fairy in a bubble that the Lens of Truth should reveal, but it won't, so I'm not even going to bother with the Lens of Truth. Get out of my way. It would be nice to find hearts, although there's 2 stray fairies up ahead. Thank you. Back to the cycles while I'm fumbling here. So, what I'm thinking in my brain is it possible to your very first cycle, instead of setting up the Andrew Caffey stuff and doing one of the 2, Postman or Madame Aroma, what if you save the bomb lady instead? Get the Giant's wallet and the All Knight's mask, and then cycle 2, do your first attempt at Andrew Caffey stuff. And at that point, you'll have the hookshot, you'll have everything you need to even include Iconic Canyon in the mix. The problem is you need the bow and the Goron mask to even get to Great Bay. This is assuming, once again, that you don't do bombchu hovers. And you need the hook shot and fire arrows. No, wait, you don't need fire arrows. You just need the hook shot to complete the Ocean Spider House for the Giant's wallet. So, the problem we run into here is if Cycle 1, before you do anything in the game, you have to run and get the bow, which we've established is it'll be 1 p.m. at that point. Day 1. Then you need to get the Goron mask, which we've seen that. It's basically nighttime. So you have... At that point, you have to immediately get the Zora mask. Then get the hook shot, which is a wasted trip in terms of collecting the eggs, because you're not going to have enough bottles that whole cycle to conveniently finish the Pirate's Fortress. But let's say you do that, you have less than half a day. You have whatever time remains in that first night to finish the Ocean Spider House for the Giant's Wallet. Midway through, by midnight, you have to remember, no, by 11:30. Is that? Yes, it is. I never do this with it this tall. I wait, but I'm gonna do a leap of faith. This is the right side. Hold nothing back. What the? What a clutch jump slash, dude. That was ridiculous. I was not expecting to make that. I had a feeling I was gonna grab the snowbank. Normally I'd do that jump after smashing the blue pieces. Anyway, we're just getting to the boss here. So what I was saying is, yeah, by 11:30 that first night, you have to remember to stop what you're doing in the Ocean Spider House if you haven't finished it yet, and go save the bomb shop lady so that you can even trigger the All Knight's mask. And it's just a really, really tough thing to all fit in that tight time window. But that's also the challenge and the fun of this game. So that's my new train of thought, is if I were to attempt this again, this casual player's, how few cycles can you beat this game in run thing, whatever this is called. I think cycle 1, I'm gonna save the bomb shop lady and go for the All Knight's mask and the Giant's Wallet. But that's such a huge... And I feel like there's another piece I'm forgetting that it interrupts. I'm trying to think. I have to think Andrew Caffey side quests stuff. I mean, really, it's just the Keaton mask that you get. Anyway, we're here now. So this unlocks the Goron Races. Which, screw those things, man. Also, don't forget to check in at the Great Ferry. That's probably the most forgettable thing to do. Alright, line up, hop to the pot. That seems to be the safe zone most times. So far, so good. Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. Sometimes he hits me on like the second or third try, and other times I'm just firing away. I do kind of miss fighting him as a Goron, though. That was so much fun as a kid. Damn, you had to go and ruin the experience by finding all these awesome strats, bro. Why can't... Whatever happened to just playing the game and enjoying it? Why did everything have to become a frantic mess? I don't know, man. It's just part of becoming an adult. The fun goes away. It doesn't have to, though. Ding dong 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 dong. What? Oh. Okay, what do we want to do now? Goron Race? But we're not gonna get the... We need the Razor Sword. We gotta go beat, Woodfall. How many times can you say, in the middle of a sentence? I know I'm not the only one who noticed it. I see you over there. How's it going? The Zora mask, but not yet. We could always do it later. Wrong part of the song. You see, what happened was the music got interrupted by stupid enemy music, and then I lost the beat. Hi, baby. Third time's the charm. I won't punch him at the start this time. Maybe that's it. Put the negative energy out there, and of course you're gonna lose. I missed that levitate code right now. Because this is the most crap thing in this. No, it's not. We've already established getting the Goron's Lullaby is the dumbest thing in this game. But this is a really stupid thing. There's that video of when the 3DS game came out. Anuma himself was playing the Goron Race thing, and he failed a million times. And I think he even said something like, in retrospect, he kind of wishes he might have made it easier on the player. Because these guys are freaking annoying, man. You could be leagues ahead of them, and then they just come out of nowhere and bump you off the bridge, which don't even put that energy out there. Haha, you bumped. You suck. Alright, we can't fall. Stick to the inside. We got it. Oh, I see him. Get out of here. I got spikes. What are you gonna do? Look at this guy. Bump you. Stick to the inside. Don't lose the spikes. Stay behind me. Don't do some crazy speed boost. Thank you. Where are you? I'm gonna punch you. Ah, I didn't get it in time. Doom, 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 boom, boom. You got gold dust. Thank you. Alright, what the heck was that? What damaged me? The fall was too great. The wind was brutal. Anyway, heart piece, why not? We're here, let's do it. And then let's go to Woodfall. We got a dungeon to finish, man. There's only like 2 rooms left. Oh, whoops, I just ran past the chest, didn't I? That's okay. We have to go buy it again anyway. But first, there's 2 fairies to collect. Boom, da doom, doom, ba doom, doom. I love the drums in this song. Really? Whatever, let's get this one. Readjust. There we go. That's right, the 11th one is in the chest that I just ran past, and that's all you need before going in the final room. We should be good on the razor sword too, I've barely used it. That's the problem with that sword. I want to use it all the time because it's cool, but I always have that... Oh, whoops. Well, luckily I have fire arrows. Don't even have to bother with that rotating thingamabob. But yeah, just having that thing on my B button fills me with an anxiety I can't even put into words. So it's like I really want to press B, but I know I shouldn't, because it might break. What? What? I never missed that jump. What is this nonsense? Well, at least we got Bubble Jr. over here. Who else is missing that levitate code right now? Because I know I am. It quickly corrects the stupid things that happen, like those 7-second mistakes of missing a jump. But I guess this also doubles as proof that I can beat this game without levitating. I don't know. Because you know somebody out there was like, oh yeah, you don't know how to do it. I don't know, man. I care too much about stuff that doesn't matter. I swear if you miss it a second time. You missed it a second time. Get out of the way, don't even think about it. Sorry, I'm being quiet because I'm really annoyed all of a sudden that I screwed up these stupid flower jumps. Get out of here. It's okay though, it will all go away now. Because we're gonna go fight Adowa with the razor sword. And I have arrows, so we can better manipulate whatever he does. So now I'm trying to think, do I do the Deku Butler right away? Or is there something I should do before I mess with that? It's almost time for Caffey's meeting. Dude, you suck at everything you do. Of course. All it was a side hop. You can't press A? Too hard for you? Oh, come on, I hit his shoelace. This is a terrible fight. What's happening? There it is. Get him. Well, at least I still got the quick kill when I finally did manage to stun him. Still unacceptable horseshit, though. But it's okay, none of it matters. 'Cause nothing really matters. Oh. It's interesting how the color schemes of these things remain with the temple order that the game expects you to complete the game in. And what's interesting is beating Snow head first prevents this cutscene from happening. Cutscene. Scoop. I like that noise. I always forget about the stupid great fairies, man. I said it before and I'm gonna say it again. I almost forgot. So I'm gonna get this first, but now keep in mind, I still have all fairies of Snowhead Temple sitting in my pocket, caressing my dick. Alright, enough with the nonsense. That back pedal is so fun to do. We're singing a song again. Going for the harpies that we don't actually need. And then I guess we will do the Deku Butler. We have time, right? 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. is, there I go with the, again. Caffey. Hello. Do. Deku Shrine. Well, we get to do this mostly legitimately, I guess, because I don't know what I'm thinking. I have the Goron mask, that's how I always cheat this thing. The hook shot is what I don't have. I use that normally instead of the bow, you know, to save on ammo. Makes sense. At least this guy's way better than Dompe. Dompe's an idiot, man, throwing those stupid fire things all over the place. The camera is doing its own thing right now. At least it's doing what's acceptable, I guess. It's not giving me bad angles. Oh, whoops, Deku. Yeah, I don't know what my deal was as a kid, but I always thought this was pretty much impossible with the Deku mask. Even though ideally every single room is set up beautifully. Like that room that I was just in, I used to always switch to Human Link. And it makes no sense because Deku Link's water skipping makes it so much faster. Just goes to show that I was a dumb kid. You ever wonder why it is a thing, though, that really smart kids typically are not socially all there? My thing as a kid is, yeah, sure, I got great grades in school, but anything that had to do with common sense that nobody ever showed me before and was just like, oh yeah, do this, I sucked at it, and then usually got in trouble because I sucked at it. Oh, rabbit-a-boo. Rabbit-a-boo. I love this game, man. Just the characters in motion. They all have schedules, and I appreciate that. Breath of the Wild doesn't even do that, really. Sure, characters walk around and do stuff. Honk, 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 honk. Going a little bit crazy. Needs a joy to key, man. Would have helped. Gee, I wonder who you are. No way. Cattle is such a bitch. Even at the end of the game, she's like, yeah, we all have a carnival to go to, so I guess you better get out of here. It's like, bitch! I'm the reason your world's saved. Yeah, the cafe you were looking for is an adult, and you're a child, so you best shut up. Alright, what are we doing now? We're delivering the pendant unnecessarily, but why not? Oh, I love the day 2 theme and the light rain. Just how it starts out. It's so mellow. I remember as a kid, I used to just sit here and not even touch the controller just to listen to the rain ambiance and the music. I found him, look at this. It's like Tricky in Star Fox Adventures. Look at this! Bad guy! Get him, Fox! That game wasn't as bad as everybody makes it out to be, but at the same time there were portions of it that sucked. I guess, since we're done with the sword, better deposit it before I accidentally break it or something. Even though I can't even think of what I would use it for. This is it, man. We're cleaning up the first cycle. Thanks to the ranch preventing us from doing any more. It's really Ikana Canyon, man. That's the only thing. If there was a way to get up there without bombchu hovers. Almost forgot the fairies, of course. Luckily I remembered. Alright, so let's get our gilded sword. That's done. Down 1 p.m. Go back to Caffey's hideout and get the priority mail. And hope that we can give it to Madame Aroma and not the postman. I just referred to my notes and realized I have Bunnyhood written on here as part of the thing, which, in retrospect, is kind of a wasted trip, because we could do this anytime. Like the start of the next cycle, where the very first thing we do is go to the ranch. But then again, having the Bunnyhood would greatly help in the spider houses and everything else we have to do as Link. Please don't trigger the horse cutscene. Sweet, that does work. I don't think I've ever tried that before. Swing left. Swing chariot! Ah, yes, the beautiful marching. I'm gonna cut this out too, except for that we have to hear the song once at least. was terrifying, dude. Just the cuckoo crows and then nothing but silence and the earth shattering, shaking. Hi! Oh wait, he doesn't say that here. I'm so used to hearing this music start up and then his voice. I guess we could get the Keaton quiz out of the way. Why not? We've got time. There's no time. No time for anything. This was supposed to be no nonsense, and here I am saying, oh, we could do nonsense. We have time. I don't know. Answer me this. Go ahead, I dare you. I know this game like the back of my palm. Vintage milk is Chateau Romani. Chateau Morani? Bad habit does Anju have? She's quick to apologize. How old is Tingle? He's like 35, right? Yeah. Tortoise, of course. The grandma always calls you Tortoise. How many cuckoos are in the barn? I actually don't know this. 2? I want to say 1, but I'm thinking 2. It's 1, though. No, it's 2. It is 1! Dang it! It's gotta be 1. Because there's at least 1. Dang it, man. That and the stupid how many cows are there in Clocktown question are probably the hardest ones. Now I'm mad. We gotta go to the Milk Road and do it again. Hi, don't ask me something stupid. The Stockpile Inn. Darmani is a Goron. She calls you Grasshopper. Cricket, Butterfly. Sugar, Baby. Andrew's father is Tortoise. We just had this. The Skull Kid plays a tin whistle. Now it's a flute. Alright, back to business. Yes, yes! Please be on your stool. Oh, yes, you are. Keeping that stool warm with your rump. I gotta get the mask. Look at this. Oh dear, priority mail. Yes, we have another bottle for the Zora eggs. We don't have to do the beavers. Oh, that makes me so happy. Let's get these 200 rupees. Hi. Then we could use this money at the start of the next cycle for a powder keg, even though it's way more than enough. And that's pretty much it. That's Cycle 1, as I have written down here. If we had access to Ikana Canyon, it would have been a whole different story. And a lot more frantic, I think, too. I will find a way one day. You cannot stop me! $587, that's a bunch. Well, there you go. At the start of the next one, we start at the ranch, and we take on the next 2 dungeons and everything, and it's gonna be crazy. So, yeah, pretty much next cycle we should be able to do pretty much everything else in this game except for the cleanup stuff, like the mayor. But I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching.